Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Craig Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Eastern Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Cleveland Cavaliers intent on protecting home court. Start out with the ball. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. And it's Dunleavy in at the 3 spot.
Fast break opportunities do not get any easier than that one off the steal.
Exactly. The defense really no chance to get back.
And the thing about LeBron James, he's really done a nice job of reshaping his game over the years. I mean, every veteran goes through losing a little speed and quickness. The great ones compensate by getting stronger and more physically imposing, not to mention also their basketball IQ grows as well, just as has been the case for LeBron.
Here's Rose, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And it's Rose penetrating. Dunleavy for 3. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Here's Love. Noah with the block. Rose kicks to Butler. LeBron with some nice D.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense, but he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Cavs were one of the top teams in the East last year, and it was in large part to how strong they were at home.
Boy, did they shoot it well from beyond the arc at home, Kevin. I mean, top 3 in the league in terms of three-point shooting. It does help to have LeBron, doesn't it?
It does. That is a factor. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Osgood with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got
with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Here is Rose following the score by Cleveland. Outside Irving. He feeds it to Love. From outside the arc, Gasol with the rebound. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Noah kicks to Butler. Dishes it to Gasol. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Releases from 15, and Butler gets it to go. Butler's got his first basket of the night.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D, because that clearly was a breakdown.
Love with the screen for Irving. Down low. Layup off the pick. To the middle. Here's Mozgov.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Rose. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Cavaliers lead by 5. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And Pau Gasol, after some great years and some difficult years, talks about now his newfound excitement playing with the Chicago Bulls.
I mean, I think it's been noticeable just because this has been my decision too. And I want to make it good, great actually, not good, but great.
say that Gasol's decision to go to Chicago, Clark, was great. He clearly gave it a lot of thought. It's hard to imagine him having made a better pick.
You know, I agree. Not only is he happy, but so are his teammates. Ask Rose and Noah and Butler. Those guys love playing with him, and you can see how the change of scenery rejuvenated the big Spaniard, too.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Cleveland, J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Thompson and Verja at the 4 and 5. And it's Williams at the 1. So many people overlooked Pau Gasol prior to last season. Seemed to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game, and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after.
Here's Mirotic. Anderson Varejao making his last shot. And Mirotic kicks to Brooks. 6 to shoot. Inside. And Thompson sends it back. The drive by Smith. The pass to Varejao. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
You know, and with Pau Gasol, it was weird to think that the Lakers were just so ready to let him go and move on.
Here's Gibson, and he banks in the layup.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Thompson, a screen on Brooks. Off the screen, and Gibson sends it back. And he's able to get it back. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Richard Jefferson is checked in for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Williams. Chicago also making some changes. Joakim Noah is checked in for Gasol. And it's Butler in for Kirk Heinrich. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter.
And with the skill set that Pau has and the year he had, there's no telling how long he can play at a high level. Again, one of those guys that never been reliant on the athletic ability to have an impact.
If they think that kind of defense is going to get it done against him, they're mistaken.
Here's Dellavedova. Brooks covering. Gibson with the steal. Smith against Brooks. To the inside. 36 seconds left to play here in the half. That's good.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Here's Dellavedova. Pick by Varejao. Varejao setting the pick for Smith. And Mirotic sends it back. Butler against Jefferson. Brooks with him. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Mirotic the screen. Brooks kicks to Butler. Fires the 3. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Cavaliers on top. They're up by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. The second quarter was a heated battle, and they were only outscored by 1, ending the half with a 4-point lead. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
You know what jumps out at me? Their efficiency on the offensive end. They shared the basketball. Good shot selection. They showed a lot of patience, and that patience will be tested the rest of the way.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
Where was the sense of urgency? We all know they're capable of playing better, and no one wants to give up a ridiculous high shooting percentage. They need a little attitude adjustment in the second half, or this game will get away from them.
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Last season, the Bulls were a tough matchup, solid margin of victory for them, and never looked overwhelmed, Clark.
Yeah, you know what? They're a team that's even keeled, the type of team that can win anytime they take the floor. They have a system that works and good talent, that actually excellent talent to make it special. And that combination is a winning one.
Tipping off the second half, here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. 113 to Dunleavy on the perimeter. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. And it's Rose in at the point guard. And he gets it to go. Gasol's got his second basket of the game.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint. And you talk about the Bulls being able to beat anybody in the league. They did. They did that last season. One of only 3 teams to register 1 win against every other team in the league back in 2015.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw.
And, you know, getting back to that point about the Bulls beating every team in the league, only the Spurs and Warriors were the other teams to do that. Goes to show just how tough last year's Bulls squad was.
And he's good on the second.
And for Kevin Love, such a big part of that Minnesota Timberwolves franchise. I mean, they drafted him 5th overall back in 2008, and really he had been their catalyst his entire career. Even last year when he decided he finally wanted out, he helped the Wolves land Andrew Wiggins in the trade that shook the league.
Here's Irving following the score by Derrick Rose. Here's LeBron. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Kevin Love, and we've kind of gone over some things in Minnesota with Greg, but Clark, Kevin Love probably wasn't long for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, it was time for fresh scenery, and that's why the Cavs offered up the house, including Wiggins, who eventually became Rookie of the Year, for the chance to get Love.
2 shots. The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Free throw good, LeBron.
And you just look back over the career of LeBron, and you have to say he's an all-time great already. I mean, the numbers are there, the multiple championships, some already calling him the best small forward to ever play the game.
So he gets them both. And you just look at LeBron, Clark, in a historical context. Last season, he became the first player since Bill Russell and his Celtics to make it to the NBA Finals 5 consecutive years.
Boy, I tell you what, this says even more about LeBron, that whenever he leaves a team, they miss the playoffs. No matter what team he's on, they're favorites to win their conference.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And no doubt last season the Bulls were clearly preparing for the playoffs. They played their rookies but added a lot of playoff seasoned veterans to that roster.
Right now, Doris?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. He said their plan was run their offense through LeBron. Coach reminded his guys that he is the centerpiece of their offense, and he's the one they want with the most freedom to operate. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Thanks, Doris. Now, here's Rose. Here's Gasol. LeBron grabs the miss. As you mentioned, the Bulls added veteran leaders last season. Pau Gasol was the notable one. 11 Bulls, Clark, had playoff experience prior to their postseason run a season ago.
And that's invaluable, Kevin, to have that kind of experience. I mean, having Gasol, two-time champion in the locker room, big, as is having almost a dozen guys who understand the intensity and the details of playoff basketball.
Out that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Dunleavy. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set, ball handling, passing, and understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge.
Thompson comes in from us, and it's Williams in for Shumpert. Then for the Bulls, Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Irichich comes in for Pau Gasol, and Brooks subbed in for Jimmy Butler. Getting back to Rose, it's his extraordinary handle that allows him to get anywhere on the floor. Such confidence in the way he dribbles and drives, whether it's getting up in a position to set up a teammate, taking himself. He's the one very best at controlling that ball.
It's a great point. I mean, guys like D. Rose, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Kyrie, they all have maximized that skill. I mean, the thing that separates him and puts him in that Russell Westbrook category is the pure physical strength. When healthy, he's able to play with.
And that one falls for Williams.
You know, it was a bit of a roller coaster year for Mo Williams. I mean, he had that 50-point breakout game, but then later traded away to the Hornets.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. From downtown, that's good. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
We're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
Now here's Brooks. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And of course, Mo Williams, Clark, shipped to the Hornets for their playoff push and helped out there.
I thought overall, Kevin, Mo had a really strong year given his age. Probably his most productive season since his early 20s.
Here's Irving. James misses.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Now here's Rose. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. Bulls shooting their first free throws here for the night. And the first one drops. Drops them both. And here are the Cavaliers now. They've led by as much as 10. Now here's LeBron. He's got 10. The screen from Thompson. Poked loose. Got it up. No good on the buzzer beater. And we've reached the end of the third. Cavaliers lead by 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. We welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Here's Rose. LeBron James is out there with Smith. Then there's Irving. Then it's Mozgov. And it's Shumpert in the shooting guard. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Now here's Rose. Gasol wide open. He fires. Yes. And it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 3 assists in the game. Now Irving. Mozgov sets a screen for LeBron. Mozgov passes to Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. With some art, that's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
He clearly had the speed advantage there, and he used it to burn the D for the sweet hoop. Nice play.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. Shumpert against Butler. Back to Rose. And it's Chicago scoring again.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That was a nice pass. I will give you that.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. And the Cavaliers call time here. They're up by 3. We've got 1:55 left in the game. This update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. Now, here is Irving. Shoots a fader. Mirajic grabs the miss.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that.
Rose against Irving. Gasol. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just the passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
And ladies, check in for Chicago.
benefited them tonight are the turnovers they forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Cavaliers lead by 2.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have him get that good a look.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're behind by 2. 1:21 left here in the fourth quarter. Dishes the road. Back to Butler. Here's Noah. And again, Chicago. No good. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Irving with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Buries it.
Boy, is it tough to stop LeBron right now.
Chicago calls timeout. They trail by 4. 59 seconds left to play in the final quarter. At 6 from 17 feet out, nails it, and he has brought them to within 2 points.
Somebody set a fire under Pau Gasol.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time, milk the clock a little bit. If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Rose kicks it to Noah. Target, and they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And that's an intentional foul. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good, going 1 or 2 from the line, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're down by 3. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the 3. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here for that. I'm not quite sold on the quick 2. I think they've got to look for a quality 3 to try to tie this thing up based on where the clock is right now.
12 seconds left in the game. For 3, Dunleavy. The 3 won't fall. Well, they'll pass it to Noah. Rose kicks to Dunleavy. Right between the eyes. A tremendous 3 to tie it up. Timeout called, Cleveland. For 3, and there's the triple. A big three-pointer, but we might have a review here. And don't start the celebration just yet. They're going to have a second look at the replay monitor and see if it got in. This one's over if the original ruling of a basket stands, but we'll see. The officials have made their decision. The basket, as we thought, will count. It took a little while to check the replay, but they did, in fact, have it right. He got it off GA in time.
And even though they had it right the first time, it's always a smart move to double check. When it comes to the game-winning shot, you have got to go to replay.
So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as Clark, they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
Yep, and it might not be the way a coach would have drawn it up or wanted it to end, but these fans love it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan, LeBron James. He put his team on his back and carried them as we've seen him do before, but it never gets old. A textbook example of making play after play to lead the way. What'd you think, Shaq?
We all know, anytime you got LeBron James on the floor, he's going to bring that will to win. He has so many tools in his arsenal he can throw at you, not to mention his defense. Literally, any night he can take over a game. Tonight we saw King James exert his will on the game.
Overall, just a rock-solid outing for him. It's hard to point to any one area of the game because he was so good on both ends of the floor. He was dialed in defensively, and that helped carry the intensity on offense.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight, but we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.